All right, so 188. This is the perfect lesson if you've been feeling like you want to go home, if you want to go to the other side, you want to experience more heaven. The first question, why wait for heaven? The lesson is the peace of God is shining in me now. The peace of all that is, the peace of God, the peace that passes understanding, the peace I've been longing for all my life. Use whatever phrase, right? But it's shining in me now. And I love this whole next couple of paragraphs is talking to us about the light. Okay? Those who seek the light are merely covering their eyes. The light is in them, in us now. Enlightenment is merely only a recognition, not a change at all. Enlightenment is recognition of the light that is always present. There is no change. You aren't having to become further advanced in order to become enlightened. Now, you may have to become further advanced to know how to apply the enlightenment. That's a whole nother story. But enlightenment is a recognition of the light. Woo! Next sentence, light is not of the world, yet you who bear the light in you are alien here as well. The light came with you from your native home. The home that we long for in our hearts, the home that we call heaven. The light came with you from heaven and stayed with you because it is your own. It's the only thing you bring with you from the source, is that light. Okay, so you are the light. The light is coming with as you and generates this being and maintains and enlivens this being. There's a wonderful passage in the autobiography of a yogi where one of the men that he has spoken with and learned from tells him of a story where Babaji, who is the ancient master who remains ever youthful and lives in the Tibetan mountains, shows up, and Babaji's consort sister, we never know which, Mataji, also shows up. And Babaji says to Mataji, I'm ready to let go of this body. I'm just going to let it go into the Ganges and move on as spirit. And she says, well, does it, what difference does it make? What is the difference? And he says, oh, no difference. And she says, well, if there's no difference, stay in your body. You serve humanity in your body. And he agrees that he will stay in his body because it makes no difference to him, whether he's manifesting the body or not manifesting the body. He is spirit. He knows he is spirit. Wow, great story. So it is who we are. It is our source. It shines in you because it lights your home and leads you back to where it and you are at home. Yes. So the light cannot be lost. Right? So why would we wait for it in the future, believe it's been lost or was never there? We've been taught so much about how awful we are as human beings that we forget. No, 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 no. That's all training. That's all culture. That has nothing to do with truth. Truth is each and every being is light taking on form, taking on the form of this moment, just this moment, because of all the pieces that are coming together for this moment, for this form. That's it. Wow. Third paragraph, the peace of God is shining in you now, and from your heart it extends around the world. It pauses to caress each living thing, leaves a blessing that remains forever and ever. Some of you may recall times when I've led a guided meditation, and what I do is I invite us to go into that place where the light is brilliantly shining. Feel that light. Allow that light to expand through the body. Allow it to expand and fill and hold this whole being that we are. The body and the mind, the whole body-mind system is filled with this light that we are. And then the next stage in the meditation is expand it to fill the room we're in, that all who enter may feel the light and the love. And then we let it expand into the community that we're in, that all beings may be blessed by the light and the love that we are. And we expand it beyond the community, up and down the coast, throughout the region, and then expand and expand across the continents, across the oceans, letting every being be blessed by the light that is the core of our being, that is one with the source, that is here and now. And finally, we embrace the whole planet, the whole solar system, the whole galaxy, the whole universe. Yes, it's a marvelous meditation, one of my favorites. And it leaves a blessing that remains forever and ever. What it gives must be eternal, is the next sentence. It removes all thoughts of the ephemeral, that which dissolves or has no value. It brings renewal to all tired hearts and lights all vision. So when we are in that place, when we are spreading and sharing the light that we are with all of the beings, their light is more and more visible to them. They are energized. They are more peace. They feel the peace. All right. In the next paragraph, it says, the shining in your mind reminds the world of what it has forgotten. And the world then restores the memory to you. So as we are sharing this light that we are, and we embrace this beautiful planet we call home, we can feel the planet just, restoring our own being, restoring through that embrace and restoring through the body. Yeah. And so in the next paragraph, sit quietly and close your eyes. The light within you is sufficient. It alone has the power to give the gift of sight to you. And remember that sight, the physical sight, is but in form, a temporary form, for the eternal spiritual sight that is always working for us. Even if we don't think we can see or hear or taste, our inner senses are working for us, right? They know the way. The honest thoughts, it said, untainted by the dream of worldly things outside yourself, becomes the holy messenger. So when we're in that space of being the light and sharing the light and not thinking about the stuff and the forms and the desires and the needs and all of that, but just being the light, we are angelic beings. We are messengers. That's what that means. And then the thoughts we are in that mode, it says in the next paragraph, these thoughts you think with the source. They recognize their home and they point surely to their source, where God the Father and the Son are one, where there is only oneness. God's peace is shining on them. But they must remain with you as well, for they were born within your mind, just like we saw in the last lesson in 187. Any idea that we hold is here. So as we give the idea, it expands and is clarified in us, yeah? So these thoughts are remaining with us. They are born, and they lead us back to peace. So we share them, and in the sharing, we experience more wonderful peace. Ah, yes. All right, so toward the end, 2 paragraphs above the italics, we practice coming nearer to the light in us today. We take our wandering thoughts about people and things and gently bring them back to where they fall in line. Gently bring them back to feeling that light expanding through us. We let the light within our minds direct them to come home. Okay, we restore them to the holiness of their inheritance. Thus are our minds restored with them. Okay, the peace of God is shining in me now. It's shining through me, from me, to all beings everywhere now. I am that light. And all beings are restored to peace and beauty and love now. And so you can let off that let in the last line. All things shine upon me in that peace, and I bless them with the light in me. Blessed be.